Welcome, Game Day Nation. You are watching Game Day Nation Athletics. Today's June 2nd, 2020. Omar, give us a rundown for today's show.
Well, today we're going to talk about Justyn Ross' injury, MLB season, trying to restart at least, right? Because obviously, I don't know if they can't even do it right. And we're going to talk about the Bundesliga recap, I guess. Look, none of us going to take a shot today. So, go around as a hand. Come on.
Sadly.
Sadly. What do you mean?
I'm not gonna lie. Thankfully, we didn't bet who would win or lose because I had the what's it called? FC Cologne winning, the GOATs. And he had Leipzig winning, Red Bulls. So if we would have just bet who would win and lose, then I would have been taking a shot again today. So
rough. Hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Anyways, so let's start off with some recent news today.
Justyn Ross.
What we got?
Man, we already knew that he was like what? He was number one, number two receiver when T. Higgins was on the team. And now T. Higgins is gone, and they depend on Justyn Ross. However, he has a spinal injury. Not just a normal spinal injury, it's mainly a condition. He has a cervical vertebrae fusion syndrome. He was born with this. He just recently found out that he was born with this, so this actually could be a career-ending injury, not just a season-ending injury. He'll be out for the 2020 season. I hope that everything's well because he will be having surgery on this to repair this this injury. But this injury is on his neck. Is any of the 2 of the 7 bones on his neck that's abnormal.
Yeah, so according to NFL Update and also according to head coach Devil Swinney himself, saying that Clemson head coach Devil Swinney announced that Justyn Ross will have surgery and miss the 2020 college football season, as you know. X-rays revealed he has a congenital fusion, I believe, in his neck/spine that he was born with. So that is back to what you said. He didn't find out he had this until now. And also, you got to remember, Justyn Ross was projected to be one of the top receivers for the 2021 draft class.
Yeah.
So major blow for Clemson because they did just lose T. Higgins in this recent draft.
And now they're losing Justyn Ross. Justyn Ross, he actually did play pretty well throughout his 2 seasons with Clemson. 2018 season, 1,000 yards, 46 receptions, 9 touchdowns. Kind of dropped a little bit lower on his 2019 season, but nothing too scary. 865 yards, 66 receptions, 8 touchdowns. He got more touches but less yards than his 2018 season. But his 2020 season is supposed to be that season where he actually fixes that problem. But now, because of the injury, we're not going to see that. So hopefully for his 2021, unless he goes back to his senior year.
Which I believe he will. Actually,
I feel like he will go back to the senior year just to fix up that 2019 season. On top of that, his 2020 season.
I believe so, man, because Justyn Ross, he has a lot of heart, and he was entering his junior year this coming season. But as you know, injuries happen, and hopefully he can fully recover and come back and play, because these are the type of injuries that your career is put in question. This something happens similarly to for all my Hurricane fans out there. We had a wide receiver back in 2017, Amon Richards. He had one of those similar spinal injuries, and his whole career has ended. He was a great receiver, top tier receiver. Could have even made it to the NFL in like the first 5 rounds of the draft, but ultimately, he got that injury in a game, I believe it was against, I'd say Virginia, possibly Virginia, or, no, I believe it was against Wisconsin in the Orange Bowl. I have to double check that. But anyways, so he had that injury, and his football career is done.
Ryan Shazier went through the same thing, but not really a neck injury, but it was a spinal injury. Well, you could say it was a neck injury. I mean, he did kind of collapse when he was tackling. However, his career didn't end. He tried to make a comeback, but it didn't work out. But
now one thing. Oh, we're going. My bad.
I just want to say prayers go out to Justyn Ross, of course, because you want to see a talented receiver to really be put in this position for sure.
For sure. Now, they lost T. Higgins, Clemson. Now this is a point in question. What are Clemson gonna do? What does this season look for them? Right? What does it look for them? Right? So they did pick up a 4-star receiver off of what? Let me see. Oh, Phoenix City. I believe that's Alabama. E.J. Williams, 4-star receiver, and for this year 2020 draft class, rookie class. What?
Freshman class.
Recruiting class. My bad. All right. So the other receiver is, I might say his name wrong, Ojo. Wow, same first name and last name.
Ojo.
Ojo. Clearwater Academy International from Clearwater, Florida. It's a 3-star wide receiver recruit.
I never even heard that city either, man.
Never heard this. And let me tell y'all this one thing. When you see like high school prospects getting recruited by big name colleges, you just like you be hearing cities here, especially in Florida.
It's mainly in
specifically in Florida. It's a big state. I don't think people realize that.
See,
that there's a lot of cities you don't even know about.
Florida is comprised with 3. I can say 3 sides. It's 3 states in one. You have South Florida, North Florida, and West Florida. Like
all 3 completely different.
All completely different. Like South Florida is completely different with North Florida. Then you have the west side of Florida. You ever hear about if you're from South Florida? Like that's something that you don't hear. But hearing these cities, all these players come from these cities, I'm like, I didn't even know it was a city to begin with.
Exactly.
But
like one thing that's funny to me, man, I didn't know this way back. But for all my South Floridians out there, whenever you go to Orlando, to Disney World and everything, there's that one city you always pass by, or that road. You know what that city is? Yeehaw.
Yes, there is a city.
I think it's Yeehaw County or something.
Yeehaw County. Right? Yeah.
No, I don't think it's county.
No, it's Yeehaw City. I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
All the time. Yeehaw, man. Wow. What state we live in.
Yep.
So, to top it all off right now, Clemson right now, the only known receiver from the past season, I believe his name is, if I could find him. I believe it was Josh Jackson.
All we know is that.
Oh, Amari Rodgers. There you go, Amari Rodgers. He's one other than T. Higgins and Justyn Ross. Amari Rodgers was there last year. He had a decent season. Let's see if he can take up the load and everything. And also, you gotta remember, Clemson still have Travis Etienne as a running back. So he's an all around back. He can catch it. He can run. He can do everything.
All we know is that Trevor Lawrence, he's gonna have a stellar season because this will actually test his leadership. Because he doesn't have his number 1 receiver, doesn't have a number 2 receiver. His other receivers are kind of shaky because he really haven't been playing with them as much.
Facts.
So this leadership does come into play if he actually pull out and have a good season. Not like a championship run, but because it's very unlikely that he might have a championship run.
Well, Omar, here's the schedule right now. Let me give you a quick rundown for the schedule. All right, you got Georgia Tech this season, Louisville, Akron, Virginia, Boston College, Florida State, North Carolina State, Syracuse, Notre Dame, Citadel from the FCS, Wake Forest, and South Carolina. Now, out of all of these games, bro, I think the toughest one will be Notre Dame. And Notre Dame is like...
Not Wake Forest?
Oh, no. Remember, Jamie Newman, we talked about in another video, catch that out on Friday. He transferred to Georgia.
But didn't Purdue beat Ohio State? So we can see it again.
No, definitely not. I don't see Wake Forest. I would have said that Jim Newman was still there, but he's out.
You're right. He's out.
Exactly. Right. So Notre Dame, they still have Ian Book. I believe he's going to be a senior this season, quarterback. But that's the only one because you're not going to tell me Georgia. Georgia Tech will definitely be
Georgia Tech could be a runner-up, though.
No, they'll be a better team, but I don't think they'll compete for the ACC Atlantic yet. Louisville, still pretty shaky. Akron, it's what? I don't see it. Virginia, I would have said it, but they did lose their quarterback, who was a senior, Perkins.
They did.
Boston College. They lost A.J. Dillon. So
with Boston College, it all depends. See, if they had something to lose, they'll be great. But they're an upset.
And then you got Florida State, who are basically in rebuild mode.
There is no hope.
Yeah, North Carolina State.
They lost a running back, so I mean.
North Carolina State, I did hear they did get a new recruiting quarterback. I'm not sure for this year's class or for 2021 class, but they do have a new quarterback coming. Syracuse, I don't know. Citadel's FCS school, they always get blown out. Sorry for Citadel out there. Wait for it. I already told you how I feel about before. Yep. South Carolina, they're always about below average. So this looks like they have a 12-0 season. Depending who they face in the ACC championship game, that could be Miami or Virginia Tech.
All I'm saying, they're not going to really have that championship caliber team.
I think they will.
I
think they will.
We'll see what happens. I have faith in Trevor Lawrence. I hope that he get his team to the championship.
Because he's trying to get that Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes, aren't you?
No, sir.
It's okay, Omar.
But moving on. You got anything else to say before we move on?
Prayers up to Justyn Ross, man. But
Sure.
let's head into the MLB.
MLB. I'm getting tired of MLB. I honestly am. All right. So MLB Players Association proposed a 114 game season with no pay cuts. That sounds like a lot of money with no fans right there, right? Because first of all, we already know how huge their cap space is. A lot of players getting a lot of money.
There's no such thing as a cap space in MLB.
So the MLB themselves, they propose around a 50 game season with their full payments and stuff like that, right? No pay cuts. But however, the Players Association are like, no, we don't want that. We want to stick to our proposition. Then the owners are seeing this. They're like, wait a minute, that deal is lopsided. We're not benefiting at all because we're losing money rather than gaining it because there's no fans. If there's no fans, there's no revenue. It's not going to be enough money that they're generating like they usually do.
You also have to put in account that MLB is going to be competing with the NBA. Mm-hmm. You got to compete with the NFL and with college football.
Yeah, college football. So yeah,
because they're MLBs, they might, according to like speculation and having a 114 game season, if that was the case, it would end in late October, early November. And that's crunch mode for college football. That's smack in the middle of the NFL season. And that could possibly be in the middle of NBA season if they were to restart their usual in October.
But because of the MLBPA, the owners are, majority of the owners, not majority, some of the owners are discussing about canceling the season altogether because there is no midpoint at all between both groups.
And honestly, according to CBS Sports, they're perfectly willing to cancel the 2020 season because they won't lose that much money. Because if there's no season, you don't pay the players.
Yeah.
But if you have a season, in the owner standpoint, you're paying these players their full proposition, their full their full salaries, and you're not getting that much revenue in ticket sales. So you kind of lose your money in a way. All right, so I can see what the MLB owners are trying to get to, but you gotta remember the players. The players are the ones that bring in the revenue for these owners. So the owners, the PA and the league have to come to a midpoint. They have to stand in the middle of the ground. They got to agree on something, meet in the middle.
Yeah. So question for you guys: do you believe that the players should be paid even if they cancel the season? Do you believe that the umpires should get paid even though they cancel the season? Comment below for your answer because I'm actually curious because the umpires, the players aren't just the only ones who be losing money. The umpires will also be losing money. So I'm actually kind of anxious to see what will happen because the MLB are in a rocky position because the only thing that's holding them back is really money, wage.
And this is the only thing that's happening here because NBA, it looks like the players in the league, they're all they're all agreeing to one thing. Mm-hmm. So is actually MLS, they're having similar issues with that too. Same thing with the MLB finances. They're not meeting with the middle with salaries. So MLS and MLB
gotta do something about it.
But as you know, MLB, I mean, no disrespect to MLS, but MLB is a more
wider,
established league. They've been here for centuries. While the MLS didn't come into existence until '94. So
MLS is still young. MLB has been around for years,
and they're bringing in a whole new expansion teams and everything. They're building their league, so they're pretty new. Welcome to MLB. They've been here since the 1800s.
Bro, it's been a while. Around for a while now.
So yeah, well-established league, and for this to happen, it's crazy to see, in my opinion, that the players and the league owners can meet in the middle for this. One side, basically, the whole standpoint is that, like Omar mentioned, MLB, they want a 50-game season, and if they get it, they all give their players full salaries.
A full salary
for those games. For those games, remember, for those games, right? But the players like, no, we want 114 full salaries. We want expanded playoffs. And basically, that was already the rule anyways for expanded playoffs.
It's already, yeah.
But
that's just a lot of money. I would just stick to the 50 games right there and just be done.
Exactly. And they're aiming, if they were to get this 50-game season started, they wouldn't want to return by late July. And that's also the same timeline where the NBA would want to start up theirs too.
It would just be competing.
And I mean, throughout this time, MLB and NBA are going to be competing. And then when you bring in, since they're going to start their seasons late, you're gonna have the NFL and college football competing as well. And you know, NFL, no, football in general is the dominant sport in this country.
It's anyone's gonna watch football first before any other sport.
So you're gonna tell me, a Boston fan, what are you gonna watch more? You gonna watch the New England Patriots? Well, of course, if they're losing, that's a different story. But are you gonna watch the New England Patriots or the Boston Red Sox?
Oh, yeah, the Patriots first.
Exactly.
But if it actually comes like Boston, New England Patriots and Boston Celtics, I'll actually watch both at the same time.
You would?
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all do that.
Because sometimes I gotta see my team win.
Of course, man. And it's a win-win, and both your teams win too.
Right? Unless both of them loses, and now I'll just be upset the whole day.
Yeah, man.
Rough moment. The worst loss I ever experienced. It was 2015, right? And it was, I think it was a playoff game, the Patriots versus the Broncos. And guess who lost?
The Patriots.
The Patriots to Super Bowl 50.
Oh, this was the AFC Championship game.
Botched game I ever watched.
It was.
But that was really it, man.
Also, I want to put out there that almost about 1,000 minor league players, they're losing their jobs. They're getting cut. Staff people are getting cut as well. This is a major blow for Major League Baseball because, the minors are a big contributor to the MLB. That's where you get the young talent to transition to the pros.
Yep.
And when you got thousands of young players getting cut, they're losing jobs and possibly their careers are done. Because probably that was their last resort. That they were inching, they were trying to make that last impression. Because remember, the season hasn't started yet for both leagues. They're like, you know what? This is my time to shine and showcase to these teams, to coaches out there, managers that, I'm the next up. And then boom, this happens and you'll never get your chance. Who knows if you even get your chance back?
Isn't what's his name on the minor league still?
Who?
I forgot his name. Gage quarterback, always praise.
Gay's quarterback?
Gator.
Tim Tebow? He's doing
TV
TV
now.
now.
He's doing TV now?
I mean, it's not obvious. You'll be seeing him on, on First Take. He's on Get Up sometimes.
First of all, I never saw him First Take.
I've seen him First Take many times. I've seen him on Get Up. He'll be on the college football. What's it called? Yeah, he'll be on college football.
What?
Yeah, on Gameday Live.
Did he stop doing baseball?
No, he's not doing. He been quit. You're late.
Trash.
You're late to the party.
Yeah, man, I'm late.
Well, ultimately, Omar, what would you rather have? Just as a fan standpoint, would you rather have a 50-game season or would you have a 114-game season?
As a fan standpoint, I'd rather have a 114-game season, but knowing that they really had to, that's just a lot of money that they would just be wasting. Not really wasting, but a lot of money they will lose. I
think they just got to cut, they definitely have to cut it more than 114. They got to cut it a lot more because you can't be having players play double headers every day.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
But the players want that, so obviously.
Because they're trying to get that money.
They're trying
they're
to
doing everything they can trying to get that full for everyone.
They wouldn't care. So we can cut that whole thing out about double headers. They're willing to do that.
All right, fair point.
But the 50 game, I think that's reasonable. They still getting paid no matter what.
I think it's actually pretty interesting you have a 50-game season because that means every regular season is so important.
Exactly. It's do or die.
It's just like college football. Every regular. That's why I love college football more than NFL because each regular season game it's important. If you lose one, your basically season's done for a national championship run. While in NFL, you can lose up to 6-7 games and you can still have Super Bowl run a chance.
University of Miami, they could always have a championship run, but their DBs, they don't believe in pass interference.
They don't.
So it's tough.
But that's a topic for another video. But as right now, I would love to see a 50-game season. I think 114 would be too much. As a viewership, because remember you compete with NBA and football sooner or later. So you just gonna cut a 50 season and make each regular season game so crucial. Then when you get to the playoffs, people are watching, and then a World Series. Ultimately, in my opinion, if they were to go for a 114 regular season game, they should have no playoffs and no World Series. Each team, whoever is the league division winner, is the division winner, and that's it. Wrap up this season. Move on until next late March or April.
What we gotta think about is who's broadcasting what. because
that's true. Fox, ESPN.
Yeah, Fox, ESPN, CBS,
and then
NBC.
And then your regional channels.
Yeah, you got your regional channels. But it's hard because it's like if you have multiple teams in one state, like California or New York or Florida, it's hard to pick which sports team you should pick or what sports team you should broadcast. It all depends on what their record is, I think, or what the matchup is.
Ultimately, yeah.
But, sometimes you have, like, let's say you're in Boston, the Celtics are playing against the Phoenix Suns, right? Then you have the Boston Bruins playing, I don't know, the Pittsburgh
Penguins.
Penguins.
I forgot it. NHL is there, too.
Yeah, so they got to pick which one they should broadcast first. I hate to see it, though.
Yeah, it's a whole mess. Hopefully we can call me in the middle. But one league that is still going on and pretty well is the Bundesliga.
Bundesliga is doing extremely well. Let's talk about that.
I'm real impressed with the Bundesliga, how they're operating and everything. Like, kudos to them, man. By the way, there's about 7 games left in this regular season.
7 games.
And as you know, there's no such thing as playoffs in the Bundesliga and in Europe in general. So whoever is first place in the standings are declared league champions. Top 4 in the standings get an automatic bid to the UEFA Champions League. And in the number 5 and 6 seeds, they get automatic bids. No, the 5th seed get automatic bid to the Europa League, but the 6th seed has a qualification round to go through to get to the Europa League, which is not as good as going to the Champions League. It's like a secondary tournament, basically. It's like you know how you have March Madness, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the NIT.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that. Europa League is basically NIT, and Champions League is March Madness. All right, let's go. Let's give a rundown for this past weekend's games. I would say I'm pretty impressed with my predictions. Some were accurate, some were real far fetched. But hey, I'm real proud of my stat.
Mine, I got the teams winning. However, there's been a lot of blowout games, so that's the only thing I kind of missed. A lot of my games were all low scoring, and there was a lot of high scoring games for sure.
All right. Well, quick rundown. Bayer 04, Leverkusen. They beat Freiburg 2-0. I had Leverkusen winning 2-0. Well, no. Leverkusen won 1-0, but I had them winning 2-0. So, they still won. One thing I think the upset of this weekend was Wolfsburg. They lost against Frankfurt 2-1, and I had Wolfsburg winning 4-2. So, major flow for Wolfsburg, man. They're trying to... I mean, they're like 6th place right now. They're in the hunt for Champions League.
And because of Frankfurt winning, they went up a rank.
Yeah,
so, kudos to them.
Yep. Hertha Berlin, they won 2-0 against Augsburg. I had Hertha Berlin winning 4-1.
They went down the rank to 13.
Tough. Wow, that's tough. But they're still in the middle of the pack, so they're not in danger of getting deregulated to Division 2, so that's a good sign. Hoffenheim, that's one prediction I got correct accurately. 1-0, they beat Mainz. All right. Now, show that, man. Schalke. They just giving out W's everywhere, man. They're just going down the standings. I think I think they were like 7th place when we first started covering the Bundesliga.
Yeah, just about.
And they're just going down. They have been losing every game, man. I feel bad for Schalke, man.
Schalke just giving up.
By the way, I'm Schalke right now in FIFA 20 in career mode.
Oh, word?
Yeah, my record as of right now is 8.
What position?
Oh no, I'm the manager.
Oh, you're the manager.
Got it. I play everyone. So my record right now is 8 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. I'm like 5th place.
4 losses from who?
It was bad. I had like a 4-game losing streak.
Sounds kind of tough.
Yeah, but the lads are getting back up there. So we're like 5th place in the standings.
5th place.
Yeah, FIFA 20 is so fun, man. I'm gonna say that. So anyway, so my Schalke team is good, but this one is doo-doo. All right. So Bayern Munich, I had them winning 5-1. My prediction was pretty accurate. They won 5-0 against Fortuna, man. So good for Bayern Munich. They just blew them out. All right. Borussia Mönchengladbach, they beat FC Union Berlin 4-1. I had them winning 2-0. Then Omar said I was crazy about this stat right here, but I had Borussia Dortmund winning 6-0 against Paderborn, and guess what? They beat them 6-1.
See, I got Borussia Dortmund winning like 3-0. But hey, 3 points off.
I ain't gonna lie though, the first half was pretty sloppy by Borussia. It was like, what are they doing? They had so many chances, but they just cannot capitalize. But the second half, man, they went on fire.
Look, the first half, that's why I say 3-0. Because I'm like, they do this all the time though. They always have that sloppy beginning, and it starts to be great. And I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, you know what, 3-0, yes, I'll give it to them.
Nah, but Borussia, they're mad because basically I think Bayern Munich is going to win this league champion. No question.
Oh, of course.
For Borussia to win it, they need Bayern Munich to lose some games, and that doesn't look likely right now. They're just killing it right now.
They're killing it. Yep.
All right, and the game that we betted on, me and Omar, FC Cologne, Red Bull Leipzig. Cologne lost to Leipzig because I had Cologne winning 3-2, but the final score was 2-4. Now, thankfully, we didn't bet for whoever was going to win or lose. If we're just talking about wins or losses here,
another shot for him.
I would have taken another shot.
Another shot.
But you know what? We'll take it up a notch.
I bet you can still smell it every time you talk about it.
Where is it? Did you take it home?
No, it's in the fridge.
But you know what? We're going to take it up a notch. For this coming weekend, we're going to actually bet who wins or lose. For a game. For one game. We're going to keep it. I don't know which game yet, but we'll see. But
stay tuned for that, man.
All right, Omar, give us a quick rundown. What's the standings for the Bundesliga as we speak right now? What are the standings?
All right.
Top to bottom.
Well, notably, your top 6 stayed the same. There's no changes at all. So we already got that figured out, right? Because Bayern Munich, they're going to stay there. Obviously, they're going to win it all because they're not going to lose. You really think
they're 7 points ahead of Borussia Dortmund.
Unless, wait, how many games are left?
There's like 7 games left.
Unless they lose all 7 games, possibly could be a change.
I think.
Do you believe in miracles?
I believe.
Do you believe in miracles?
Bayern Munich needs to lose 3 games at least, and Borussia has to win all their games if they want to beat Bayern Munich. Because they can't tie with each other 67-67 because. Remember, I think Bayern Munich beat Borussia Dortmund twice this season.
Yep.
So they have the tiebreaker. Bayern Munich has the tiebreaker.
Right.
So Bayern needs to lose 3 games, and Borussia has to win all their games out if they want to have a chance to win league champions. But I doubt because Bayern Munich we're talking about. Come on now, they're not.
I believe in Borussia winning all. You know, I believe in miracles.
Gosh,
I believe in the underdog story. We're casting them aside. However, I'm giving them a benefit of the doubt. Yes, sir. But your top 6 teams, they're staying the same for now. Mönchengladbach, I don't know. They actually doing pretty well.
They're impressing me. They're impressing me.
They did pretty well, the 2 games. So we're seeing. I'm keeping an eye on them because they were really kind of sloppy though. But they can win it all.
Yeah, Red Bull's right there. They're staying in 3rd place.
Yep, staying in 3rd place. Bayern.
0-4 Leverkusen.
I feel like I have no comment on them. To be honest.
No comment?
No comment.
Why? Is that a good or bad thing? Or just no comment?
I just had no comment.
No comment? Wolfsburg, man, they kind of disappointed me as of late.
Wolfsburg, oh my gosh. They hurting my feelings right now.
Definitely. My gosh. Again, it goes back to freaking Borussia Dortmund when they lost that game. You're the reason why I took a shot, and I believed in you guys.
I don't know why.
But that's all I say. All right, Hoffenheim right now, they're 7th place. With 42 points?
Yeah, 42 points.
Freiburg, 38. Hertha Berlin, 38.
Moved
on the 9th place. It went up spot. Wow, Schalke, they just keep going down in the standings, man. They're giving everyone W's.
FC Cologne, thank goodness they stay the same after the loss. But, hey, it is.
I doubt they'll be facing deregulation. They're just like, they're not bad, but they're not good. So they're like in the middle of the pack. So they're safe.
So now, the 13, 14, and straight down to the 18th place. There could be some league changes right there. There could be some teams moving up, moving down because Augsburg and FC Union, they look like they are moving down. They're 13th and 14th place. And if FSV Mainz, if they move up, they could leave that elimination round over there.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Omar. I think Paderborn, they should already declare them like deregulated to Division 2 because I can't see them having a winning streak here and beating out. What's it called? Fortuna? Because Fortuna has 27.
See, I like Cinderella stories, don't you?
I do, but
Paderborn, I believe in you guys. See, don't let this man say that you're garbage. I believe in talent. You guys have talent. You guys are the unsung hero in this story.
We're going looking for that talent Division 2 Omar. For all the Paderborn fans out there, I'm sorry, man. It's not your year.
But I'm excited to see the weeks coming up, to see all these teams switching positions and stuff like that. because I don't know, man. These last 6 teams? A good last 6 teams. They look like they could drop or go up.
Yeah, because I see Paderborn definitely getting deregulated, but I think it's a race between Bremen, Fortuna, Mainz, AFC Union. I think. Oh, and Augsburg. Don't forget Augsburg.
Augsburg, yeah.
So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, so those 5 teams, I think they're in a race of who can get deregulated or not, because this is crucial moment now for these teams.
It's crunch time.
Now you got mad, because usually towards the end of the season, teams that are like last place are like, I just don't need to play for anything. But these boys right here, they got something to play for. And I think that's the beauty of European soccer. Football, my bad. Or foosball in the Bundesliga. That in towards the end of the season, and for the bad teams, they're still regular team. It means something, because they're not trying to get deregulated Division 2.
I don't believe in bad teams. I believe all teams are great.
I believe so. Too. But Paderborn, this ain't it, man. 19 points, my gosh.
See, that's what you see is 19. But when you hear it, that's 19 games of greatness.
What? You wildin', bro. You wildin', dog. Anyways, I believe there's a game. Tomorrow, Wednesday, then a game on Friday, and then Saturday you got a huge slot of Bundesliga games. There's 7 seasons. So it's not 7 seasons. 7 games left in the Bundesliga.
Yep. So stay tuned for Friday for our predictions, of course.
Yeah, and then also you gotta remember that the Premier League is coming soon. I believe late June, and La Liga is coming back next week. So let us know if you guys want to cover La Liga. You probably will, because you got Barcelona and Real Madrid, world class players. You already know.
Yep.
So, but ultimately, as soon as we wrap up the Bundesliga season and everything, we'll head over to the Premier League and possibly the La Liga. You know, you know, because right now, for all you international people out there that are not from America, we don't have any domestic sports going on right now.
It's tough.
I mean, yeah, UFC, but
I'm not gonna lie. I saw a UFC fight. I forgot the 2 girls' names, but it was rough, man.
But we don't have no sports with a ball. You can say that.
Yeah, we had no sports with a ball.
With a ball, definitely not.
With a ball, yeah.
Yeah, unless you play video games, you got FIFA, 2K, Madden.
Garbage anyway, so it doesn't matter. What?
You gotta play me, man. You gotta play me.
That's the point. We're getting off topic.
Anyways, basically, yeah, this wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for our next video. And for all the fans out there for Gameday Nation, please like, share, and subscribe. Support your boys. We're trying to get better at our craft. As you can tell in this video and previous video,
it gets better.
We got edits. We got videos. Oh, I do want to give a little rant. Bundesliga, for the guy that's ruining our videos, I'm seeing you. I'm watching you. How dare you copyright our videos? And for Gameday Nation fans out there that have not noticed, some of our videos have gotten taken down because of quick clips. And I understand. Look, if we were making money off these videos, man, I understand you'll take down our videos. But look, we're a small channel. We're not making any ad money off your videos. We're actually promoting. If there's actually someone out there that really reviews and judges if we got copyright material,
free publicity.
We say go watch the Bundesliga on Fox Sports 1. Go watch the highlight on Fox Soccer and on YouTube. You see us promoting your league. We're giving information to the people out there, and for you to copyright us, like, come on, man. We don't even show the whole video. We put like a small crop video on the bottom, and you know this.
On the bottom.
Come on, Bundesliga. Now I know college football and NFL, they're less stricter about the copyright material. But man, come on, we trying to showcase some highlights.
Less strict.
Strict.
Yeah.
Strict, yeah. I said that. Less strict. But come on, man. We trying.